Testing 1 2. What's up, guys? Get this new episode here. And that's the start of the Icon Files. Yeah, I just got a quick video here. Our normal program day is Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but every now and then I'll do a quick video if it's something quick, nothing that's going to take too much time. But just like the title says, is it my birthday? So my birthday is tomorrow, but I got some great friends, and because of that, I'm able to do a video today and share with you what I got today. So first off, I want to give a shout out to Adam Burnham for this birthday gift. Very generous of you, Adam. Thank you so much. I love you, brother. Thank you so much. I really loving this gift. Shout out to Steven for making it happen. He put up a robot for sale and Adam just happened to buy it and gift it to me. So I was so happy because it's something that I've wanted for a while, ever since I saw it. Just never had the opportunity to get one. There's so many things out there that you want, but it's difficult to choose, when you're doing collections and stuff like that. But definitely want to do that. I want to give a shout out to Jin Han. Thank you, Jin, for the early birthday gift. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate it. Words fall short to say how much I appreciate you, how much I appreciate Adam, all my friends who took the time to send me something and just say happy birthday, which is officially tomorrow, but I still get some happy birthdays here and there. So let's start off with, so it doesn't take too much time, but what is it that I got? What was it that Adam sent me? And it is bada boom, bada bing. Counter Punch, or Bond James, like X Transbot calls him. I really wanted to get this. I just didn't get to do it when it came out. And Steven happened to sell the one I like, because you got, I guess, the American version, the regular one, and you got the Japanese version. I like the Japanese version a lot better because the alternate face that we got here, which can't remember if this is, can't remember the name of this one, but yeah, I think it's bugged out. It looks similar. If you can focus, it looks similar to Optimus Prime style head, and it kind of reminds me of kind of like a samurai. So I don't know, something about the head kind of reminds me of like a samurai helmet, But yeah, this is a Japanese version, Double Agent Bond James by X Transbot, and I was really, when I saw this for sale, like, man, here we go again. Someone else selling Counterpunch, and I don't have the funds to buy it, So, and then Adam came in and kind of like saved the day for me, and he's like, "Yo, send it to Mike," So I was so happy to see that I'm getting Counterpunch, because I really love the robot. Let's see here. So this is from X Transbot. Let's see what he says. Function: Double Agent. Don't mention your move before you make a move. In times of conflict, Bond is eminently devoted and dispassionate. The problem is he's been in conflict since he can remember. His deep-seated allegiance masks a tormented soul. As a double agent, Bond can alter his appearance and demeanor into the brutal James over the decades. this has taken its toll. He cannot shake the horrific things he's seen and had to do as James. This has resulted in a deep-seated sorrow that manifests as paranoia. As Bond, he sports a dual mortar launcher, while James prefers an electromagnetic cannon. Man, that's kind of crazy, you know. Kind of feel bad for him after after reading that bio. Kind of feel bad for him, man. Like, damn, feels like he's like a tormented soul, split by two. You know, love and hate type relationship, wanting to do good, wanting to do bad. Never really thought about it like that. Don't mention your move before you make a move. I love X Transbot's boxes. They're really cool. Very nice and stylish. You know, if you're like one of those collectors that display boxes, X Transbots is definitely really nice stuff. They got really nice boxes. This is a small box, nothing too big. Nothing too big. I don't know. It's about the size of my iPhone, not iPhone, my Android phone, Samsung. So not too big. So that's what Adam sent me for my birthday. So excited. Let me show you the robot. I already got it in my display. Bada boom. Bada bing. I always struggle to focus. I think because the camera focuses on me. Let me put him in front of my face so it focuses on that. But that's Counterpunch. I mean, really cool, man. His vehicle mode is amazing. I really love it. I really wanted to display the robot because I really love the robot. But if I get another one, I definitely will leave it as a car. It looks amazing. He feels nice. You know, the paint job is very cool. It's like a metallic cobalt blue type thing, you know, like a metallic cobalt blue. His hands are all plastic from the feel of it. Sorry, I'm not even showing it. His arms are pretty much all plastic here, all that. Feels a little thin in some areas, you know. His legs though are metal right here. Those are metal. That's where you can definitely feel the weight. Everything else up here, the chest, back is plastic. I feel like a lot of the weight really comes from his thigh, his legs. It has some good weight, you know. You think it would feel a little lighter because a lot of it's plastic, but the legs being die cast give it some good weight, you know, to give it a lot of weight. But he looks bugged out, man. I love it, man. It kind of reminds me of like a samurai Optimus Prime or something. Look at that, like he looks bugged out. I love that face. I really do. It's really bugged out. Really bugged out. I remember having him. So the other counter punch that I had was from the 80s, the first generation of robots. And he was still cool. He was still really, really cool to play with. Very simple to transform, nothing too difficult. And he was a nice piece, you know, but this definitely gives a nice homage to the original. It's got his Autobot sticker there. I don't know if it comes with it or if either Steven or somebody had to put it on. I'm not sure. His feet were different compared to other robots. It was definitely different. But still kind of cool in its own way. The only thing I wish was it had more articulation at the ankle tilt. I feel like it doesn't have a lot of ankle tilt. Like almost barely nothing really, to tell you the truth. Unless I'm doing something wrong, but he really doesn't have ankle tilts. So that's going to limit on his pose what he's going to do, you know? Bada boom, bada bing. Yeah, so that's what I got from Adam. Really thankful. Thank you so much, Adam. This is an awesome birthday gift. Awesome. Let me put him back. Right there, that looks good. It always takes me a while to make sure I put him in the right pose. You know, I'm really critical about that stuff. Let me grab the other box here. Yeah. All right. All right. So now moving on to the unboxing. This one's special to me. This one's like really special to me. Excuse me. I've only shared it with a few people. So I'll share it with you guys. I'm gonna open it first. A lot of you are probably gonna laugh the minute you see it. But I'll share my story about it, you know, and I think it's, you know, I think you guys will appreciate it. But let me go and open it. This is gonna be, man, you know, even thinking about it brings back memories, and even it touches me in an emotional way, you know, because the last time I saw this, which I'm gonna unbox, was like in 1985. And 1985 was probably like the last time, maybe 86 if I push it, because can't remember too much how long I actually had this thing. But I had it for a while, and let me just unbox it because I don't want to share too much without showing you exactly what I'm talking about. Hopefully it's what I think it is, right? Or it should be something totally different. Might save the box in case I do. Put this away. Yeah. At first, I wasn't too sure because it felt kind of light, and the box was kind of small. Just adjusting it. I'm gonna adjust it before I put it on here. All right. Oh man, I'm just looking at it because it's been since '85 till today, so I don't know exactly. Maybe 40 years. It's been a long time since I held this in my hand. Wow. It's really cool. All right. So without further ado, let's reveal who I'm talking about. You guys, a lot of you are going to laugh, but I still want to share it with you guys because it's a special day for me and happy moment, happy memories thinking about this. So, who am I talking about? What am I talking about that I haven't seen in like 40 years? And that is Bert from Sesame Street. Wow. I haven't seen this since I was like maybe 7 years old. So, Bert was my best friend growing up as a kid. Um, I just got to clean him up a little bit. He's a little, but for something that's like probably like 40 years old, this is amazing. So the story behind Bert is when I was like 6, 7 years old, my mom used to work at a hospital. And over here in New England, it was called Worcester City Hospital. Talking, it's a hospital that's been around for a while. And she worked there. And every time I would go to the hospital where her work is and see her for whatever reason, sometimes we would go in the morning, me, my dad, my mom, before school to go to the cafeteria and I would have always have like a chocolate milk and a toasted corn muffin with butter. And but every time I would walk into the hospital, there was a gift shop right on your right as soon as you walk in. And on the at the gift shop window was Bert, just kind of like sitting like this, pretty much sitting just like that at the window. And I would always tell my mom, can I get him? Can I get him? And I don't know what she said, but um I would always say, can I get him, mom? Can I get him? It was something that I really wanted to get. And one day she came home and she gave me like a little brown bag, paper brown bag that he can fit in. And I opened it or just kind of like pulled Bert out. And I was like, oh my God, I was so happy. I was like, it's Bert, and I used to hug him. Man, it's weird because when I was a kid, he seemed bigger because I was a small kid. And now I'm such a bigger guy. And he was like my friend, man. Everywhere I went, I would take him with me, Bert, and he would always rip right here between the legs because I'd always play with him. I always play with him. I would hold him, and everywhere I went, I would take him. And my mom would constantly have to sew him up. So wow, this is by the company Applause, which is actually, I believe, still around. They're still around, but I did some research and I'm like, man, I don't remember who made him, but I know he was like a plush doll. Yeah, right here says Applause, Wallace, something company, California, Woodland Hills, California, and 1985. The ticket, 1985. So I was like, man, I wasn't sure if I was gonna be able to find him because, I mean, to me, it just seemed like a really long shot. Like, wow, it's been like 40 years, like, but I was able to find him. And when I Googled it after some time searching and found out it was Applause was the company that made them, then I was able to go on eBay and type Applause. And to my surprise, there were a few of them that popped up. And I was pretty much trying to find the best looking one, because I wanted to get the best one, obviously. And then there was a few of them that I almost bought, but then I came across this one, and I was really surprised. That I found him with the original tags. I mean, that's like that's like almost impossible, man. Like something from the 80s, especially like a doll to still have the tags. That means whoever had them must have kept them like in a collection and took really good care of them. You know, the tag says Applause presents Sesame Street Bert. And it says, My name is Bert. I'm Bert from Sesame Street. I I think pigeons I think pigeons really are neat. I like paper clips too, and nice saddle shoe. And oatmeal is my favorite treat. Isn't that isn't that bugged out? Wow. I got Bert. He's back home. You know, that really makes me happy. I'm gonna clean him up a little bit, and um gonna always have him here on my desk where I do my iPods, where he can always look at me. So the cool thing, the cool thing is when I got him, um, he came with Ernie. I never had Ernie. I always had Bert, but I never had Ernie. And he's like short. It's like a short little dude. And he also has the tags, which is crazy. Let's see what he says. My name is Ernie. I'm Ernie from Sesame Street. I'm afraid that I'm not very neat. Bert says I'm a mess, and he's right, more or less. But he's like me because I'm so sweet. That's so cool. Very nice. I love these dolls, man. I just love that they have like vinyl heads. And I really think it's bugged out. Looks like a little fading, maybe, because I think originally the shoes would have been white, but you're talking about something like 40 years ago. You know, who knows where they had them? Probably in a window. The sunlight probably would have affected the color a little bit. But oh, I got a comment. Let's see. Let's see what the comment says. E-Man, what's up? What's up, E-Man? What's going on, man? Yo, I today's like I'm celebrating my birthday a little early because my birthday's tomorrow, but my friend Adam Burnham, thanks to Steven who posted it for sale, Adam ended up buying me it for my birthday. And I've been wanting Counterpunch for a long time. So I was able to get Counterpunch today. But the reason why you probably came in and looking at Ernie, like, what the heck does he have Ernie for? It is pretty much a story. So this was the unboxing. The unboxing was for Bert from Sesame Street. Let's see the comments. Chilling homie, just hanging with you. Just got off work. Adam is a good man. Oh hell, that's dope. Yo, so check this out, E-Man. Maybe you'll appreciate this. This is really special to me. This is really special. I'm gonna be 47 tomorrow. 47 tomorrow. And I want to say when I first saw Bert, I was like 7 years old. So I'm guessing I probably had Bert 40 years ago. The story is my mom worked at a hospital. And whenever I would go to the hospital with my dad and meet my mom, have breakfast, there's a gift shop as soon as you walk in to your right. And in the window, it was all like glass front, was Ernie sitting there like that, pretty much. And you had other Sesame Street characters, you know. You're talking about the 80s, so Sesame Street was huge, and Sesame Street is still huge, you know, but I would always see Ernie just sitting, Bert just sitting there at the window. And I would always tell my mom, can I get Bert? Can I get Bert? And I don't know how much time went by, maybe a few weeks, maybe a few months. I don't know. But my mom came home and Bert was in a brown bag. I didn't know he was in there until I pulled him out. But when I pulled him out, it was Bert, and Bert was like my best friend, dude. As a kid, we all have either toys or something that we connect with as a child. But Bert was my best friend. I would take Bert everywhere with me, trips to New York, vacation, family vacations, whatever. He would always come with me. And like I was saying earlier, between his legs is where he would always rip. It's kind of soft right there. So if you always, moving him around and, it would get loose there. So my mom would always try to fix it for me. But man, so I went, because I was thinking about it. I was talking to my brother, we were just talking about stuff. And I'm like, man, I remember Bert, and I had such good like memories. And like, let me try looking him up. Maybe see if I can find something. I don't remember who the company was, but after researching online for a while, whatever, I ended up finding the original Bert that I had as a child. And I found out that it was by the company Applause, which I believe is still in business today. But I'm like, man, and then since I knew the company, I went on eBay, typed in Applause Bert, and I found one, like I found a couple of them. And so then I was like, man, I wanted to find the best condition one, This one is it's considering the age, this one's really good. Maybe the color faded a little bit, maybe, because I'm thinking all of this might have been white to my memory. I believe all this was white. So whoever had it might have just had it at a window all these years. To my surprise, I found him with the original tags. And that really blew my mind. And it was kind of cool because, I collect Transformers and we have collections and stuff like that. So to actually have a Bert with the tags is kind of cool because I collect, and I was like, wow. And I believe it was the only one that I saw on eBay with the tags. So I had to buy it. And he came home after all these years, 20 something years. And he came home, my best friend. And I just got to clean him up a little bit. But that's the story, that's the story of my best friend, Bert. He looks so small compared to what I remember him. He's like, because I'm so big now. But the cool thing is, like you guys saw when you came in, I was actually able to get Ernie with him. It was like a package deal. And the cool thing is too, is the hair is actually the way it should have been when you first pick them up. A lot of times these get wet and they shrivel up. They end up getting matted type thing. So that's usually the first thing to go. But these are actually originally the way they probably would have been when you pick them up. So that's pretty cool. So I feel like whoever had these must have bought them for themselves, and maybe they wanted to take care of them, and they just probably put them on a shelf. Maybe somebody had it in the office or something like that, but that's they're in great condition considering the age, and to have the original tags is bugged out. So today's a really cool day for me to see these guys, because a lot of good memories, man, as a kid, a lot of good memories. I love Sesame Street. I still watch Sesame Street today. I actually put some on with my son, and he's getting into it now. So that was really bugged out, really happy that I got them back. So I'm going to clean them up a little bit and see, get them a little bit more shiny and stuff like that. But yeah, that was bugged out, so I was happy they came in before my birthday, so shout out to Adam again, Burnham, for getting me Counter Punch. Thank you, Steven, for posting it. Thank you, Jen, for the early birthday gift. Just wanted to share the unboxing, the review and the unboxing, because like Eman knows, our normal scheduled hours are Mondays at 8. But if I have an unboxing or a review, I'll do it before then, because I feel like the main show, there's a lot. We do a lot of time on the main show as it is. So if I have an unboxing something like that, I usually do it before then just to get something going. So yeah, I got Bert back home. Can you tell me how to get to Sesame Street? That song. I still listen to that song, and man, it really takes you back to when you were just a kid. It really does, man. It's really bugged out. It's kind of cool. I got other Transformers, but then I got Sesame Street, It's kind of cool. So yeah, I'll clean them up. Hopefully it cleans up a bit. I don't want to, I'll probably use just plain water. I don't want to use any harsh chemicals. I don't know how it'll react, but that's cool. I'm really excited to have them. I'm going to rearrange my desk and just have them chilling on my desk whenever I do lives. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. I just wanted to share that with everybody. Just a quick video, tomorrow's my birthday, 47 years old, man. I don't know. It's crazy, man. I was talking to my brother and it's like, man, when you're a kid, your days seem like they go for a year. Like it's like your days just don't end. It just keeps on going and going and going. And I feel like the older you get, the shorter the days are. Like a day, sometimes a day seems like it's 5 hours. It's just time goes so quick. By the time I'm out of work, by the time I get here, and it's like, man, it's already boom. It's 7 o'clock right now. It's just, Jesus, crazy. You know what I'm saying? But it feels good to have my buddies from my childhood. I can't believe it, man. Like, damn, like you're talking about 40 years. And good story, Berber. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really cool, man. I don't know, like, if you guys, did you guys grow up? I don't know how old you guys are, but did you guys grow up with Sesame Street? All right, E-Man's 47 too, man. Hey, I'm not alone. I'm not alone. So E-Man, if you're 47, then you got to relate to at least what I'm saying. You must have watched Sesame Street too, man. And being 47, I can't imagine you not watching Sesame Street. You know what I'm saying? How can you not watch Sesame Street? We had Sesame Street. What did I have? I had Sesame Street, Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, of course. Bob Ross. I still watch Bob Ross till today. Do you believe that? I watch Bob Ross. Something about just hearing him paint, the sounds of the brushes and all that just kind of relaxes me, So yeah, Mr. Rogers. A lot of Godzilla back in the day. Godzilla was really big. I used to watch a lot of Godzilla. A lot of old TV shows, I don't know if I'm going to get into TV shows with our vintage series thing going on, but man, I had a lot of good memories. He said, I did, but I was mostly about G1 and remember that more. Yeah. Yeah, it was, man, I don't know. I don't know what it is. Like, I'm trying to remember. Because I had Transformers in the 80s. Because I remember a few Christmases, my dad getting me a few G1 Transformers. And I remember getting GoBots too. So I must have watched Transformers, to be honest, heck yeah, it's so peaceful watching Bob Ross. Yeah, Godzilla. Yeah, dude. And you know what's another thing, E-Man? Bob Ross. And then surprisingly, I'm probably going to mess the name up. Farriers, if I'm saying it right. Farriers. They're the people that take care of horses' hooves. So believe it or not, I'll be looking at them and you can find people just with their tools, scraping the hooves, trimming them, creating new horseshoes, getting them ready, hammering them onto the horses, and that relaxes me too, just hearing the tools ding, 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 and all that stuff. It just really relaxes me. Votes 5, is it? V for 5. Robots was my main thing, even watching Voltron 2 in Spanish. No one knows about that. Yeah. Yeah. For me, trying to remember the cartoons that I used to watch. So the cartoons I used to watch were Voltron for sure. You would watch Voltron, and man, I can see it like I can see myself sitting in my room, my legs dangling at the edge of the bed, the sun coming in through the window. It's the 80s, and here comes Voltron on TV. You know, Voltron, Vehicle Voltron. I remember watching um Force 5, if you remember them. He meant Force 5. So over here they were called different things, you know. So over here we had Transor Z, which is Messenger. Some people, I don't know which, to be honest, I don't even know what's the proper way to say it, Messenger or Mazinga, you know. But over here it was called Transor Z. But yeah, I used to watch that. You also had Vanguard Ace, Guy King, Star Avengers, which is Get a Robo. Oh yeah, sometimes that comes up on my feed watching them do new shows. Both for horses and cows. Yeah, yeah, satisfying watching. Yeah, I love watching that stuff, dude. It's really relaxing, man. Really is. What else did I watch? Obviously G.I. Joe, obviously Thundercats. Visionaries came a little later for me, like towards the end of the 80s, maybe early 90s. I was watching Visionaries. Battle of the Planets was a huge one. Battle of the Planets for me. Gatchaman, you know, later on they come Gatchaman. But Battle of the Planets was really huge. I love, you know what it is? And I shared this before on my live. It's the intro music, man. It's the intro music of those old cartoons that really make me remember them. Because I used to love hearing the music. It was like you were watching a mini movie, you know? And yeah, Battle of Planets was bugged out. Star Blazer. That's what we called it over here. Star Blazer, but in Japan they call it Space Battleship Yamato. But in the United States it was Star Blazer. And instead of the Yamato, I believe they call it the Argo, was the name of it. So, oh yeah, Messenger was dope. Old 70s anime robots. Yo, Vanguard Ace. Space Skateers. You remember Space Skateers, dude? My brother actually has an awesome Space Skateer set, which I've been trying to have him do a live. It's amazing, dude. It really is. But yeah, Guy King, Grandizer, which he's got several. He's Goldorak is one. Goldorak. I remember as Grandizer. Man, there was, you know, it was like I said, it was called Force 5 because I believe it was like 5 different cartoons that would alternate throughout the week. So I think that's what the whole thing was behind about that. Gatchaman is still around in comics form and great stories. Yeah, I remember late 90s, maybe early 2000 when I first saw the Gatchaman anime movie. And that thing was bugged out. I was like, oh my God, dude, look at this. They're like, because before that movie, I didn't see anything else. I remember Battle of the Planets. So when I first saw the anime like movie, I call it movie because I feel like it was a movie. Um, I was like, wow, dude, this is like really great, you know. Oh, what about Giant Robo? Did you watch Giant Robo? And the only reason why I know about Giant Robo is because there was a time that I got into Japanese anime, and so that's how I kind of discovered it, you know, going through the anime section and seeing Giant Robo. I'm like, what's this about, you know? So I grabbed it, and it was cool, you know. A lot of it was kind of long dialogue, but the action parts were pretty cool. The action parts were pretty cool. So yeah, Giant Robo. Yeah, some also GoBots, you know, we did with the GoBots. I watched Fraggle Rock, you know, the Smurfs. gummy bears, stuff like that, But Zoobly Zoo, do you remember Zoobly Zoo? Dang, dude. Like I tried looking at Zoobly Zoo on YouTube and all the videos they show are so old that it's blurry. Like I haven't seen anything that looks clear. Everything is blurry. I'm like, dang, dude. Zoobly Zoo. 3-2-1 Contact. What about that? You remember that, E-Man? 3-2-1 Contact. That was a show on PBS, I believe. It was like 3-2-1 Contact is the something. Dun, 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 contact. Something like that. Says Giant Robo sounds familiar, but I don't remember it. Yeah, he's like a big anime robot. Doesn't really look too menacing, but he kind of looks like an Egyptian because his face kind of looks like a pharaoh's hood. He's got like one of those pharaoh heads with the stripes, but he's like gray and red stripes. Yeah, Giant Robo. MD Geist. I don't know if that sounds familiar. MD Geist. And I guess that stands for Most Dangerous Soldier. That was an anime, pretty crazy anime. That was pretty good. Angel Cop. That was a really good series, Angel Cop. Yeah, there was a few of them, But yeah, pretty dope. Let's see. But yeah, this is really cool. Like really cool for me to have Bert. Say hi, Bert. Hi, E-Man. What's up, E-Man? Wow, I can't believe like he has all his tags in there. That's crazy. That's cool. I'm gonna clean my desk and get him cleaned up a little bit more and have him right there on my desk. So whenever I go live, he's right there. Now he's not too far away. To what's up, guys? Welcome to the Iacon Files. Bada boom, bada bing. All right, guys. I ain't gonna take too much time of your time. I just want to do this stuff. So what do I got planned tomorrow? Well, tomorrow's my birthday. Maybe I'll go live for my birthday. I don't know. I got some stuff I want to share. We got a Voltron episode coming up soon. So I got to get that together. But tomorrow's my birthday. We'll see what happens. I'll see what I get. And if there's anything cool, I'll, share it with you guys. So yeah, Monday, Icon Files. Sunday, me and my wife are doing Seeds of Faith on Sundays, which is like a Bible chat podcast, Bible study type thing. So I'm doing those for now. Latest releases. Any releases that happy birthday. Yeah, thanks, E-Man. Blades from X Transbot came out. So I got to get that. I got the 3, but I don't have Blades and I don't have Hotspot. So once I got those, I can combine them. So that's going to be cool. So looking forward to getting Blades from X Transbot. Hopefully I can get that done. So, all right, guys. It's 7:25. I'm just going to cut it short there. Just wanted to share that with you guys. Peace out. God bless you. Ended in a prayer. Father, thank you for this live that I was able to do here. Share some memories with some friends. Me getting Bert back after so many years. Thank you to Adam Burnham, Father, who generously gifted me something for my birthday. Thank you to Jin Han for being generous and being a good friend. Bless them, Father. Bless them because they're good people. I pray that anyone listening to this prayer, if they haven't accepted Christ, that they can do so right here, right now, Father. If you want to accept Christ, it's easy. It's not, you don't have to go to college or anything like that. Just wherever you're at, just acknowledge, Lord, I know I committed sins, but I want to accept you. I want to accept you as the Son of God, God's Son, Jesus Christ, my Lord, my Savior, who died on the cross for me for my sins, who gave me the opportunity of eternal life by accepting him and believing in him and God and the Holy Spirit. I pray, Father, that you may change anyone listening to this prayer, and that their life will change after accepting Christ. In the name of Jesus, we pray. Amen. All right, guys. That's it. Peace out, and I'll see you guys soon. Bada boom. Bada bing.